How's it
Good
going?
morning.
Hello. Good to see you. Hello, Melgur. Let me make sure I get your name right. Melgorzata. Is that it?
Yes, yes, but my shorter name is Gosia, and
Gosha.
yes, I should always change when I join meetings, and I try to do that. But
Either
I
way.
haven't met you before, so I forgot about it.
Gosha.
Fully.
Good to see you. Welcome,
Yes,
welcome. Glad you're here. And I see Sherry and Cheryl have joined. All right. What do we want to talk about today? Can I hear bullet point topics or questions from everybody about what your most important question, topic, or thing you'd like to cover today is. Let's just go real quick. And seeing Iris in the top of my screen. Do you want to start, Iris? How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. So I don't have any major questions right now. Just I'm using it right now for the to have weekly workshops. So I'm not exactly building the course yet. I'm finding it now more and more easy to navigate as I get familiar. I am encountering one issue, which is the SMS issue that we discussed together. Again yesterday, because now I'm using the SMSs just for the day of the workshop or the tapping circle that I do, and I've used it only two times, like 1 hour before, and we're live now as like a final nudge. And
Mm.
again, yesterday, it says sent, but nobody has received the SMSs. And so that's like my only one concern. I got your email, very clear explanation. I
Yeah,
understand it, but it's
but
just,
this is sounding, I'm with you. This is starting to sound like tipping into no, we need to look into this deeper. And for everyone, just to give context real quick, and then I'll hear more if there's more, Iris. We're talking about when something, either an SMS or an email, if it doesn't work as expected, there are a lot of levels that things can be happening because with SMS messages, we've got all the levels of mobile carrier things going on. We've got there's basically a lot of places that things could potentially go off. So Iris and I were just talking previously about kind of how to navigate that overall concern when you are needing things to work and you've got a platform and you've got integrations with other people's phones and carrier systems and things might go off somewhere. So um, just to give the whole context that reach out to support and we will kind of guide you through what's going on. And in Iris's case, this is starting to tip more into no, this is something we need to look deeper. And so we will do
it,
that. Tell me more,
yeah,
Iris. Keep going. Yeah.
yeah. So just that it seems like it's mostly not happening than it is.
Okay.
And like I said, I've used my number. So I tested it. It worked
It
one
worked.
day.
Okay.
And then, 2 hours later, meaning I deleted myself as a user and then I re-registered as a new user. So I did get the SMS for welcome.
Okay.
And then 2 hours later, there was an automation for the workshop and it didn't.
And did it say sent for that one?
It says sent to everyone. It has removed the credits from the account.
Okay.
And I checked with several people and
And
nobody has
no.
received it. So it
Okay.
just seems to like happen more often than not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks for that, Iris, and thank you for bearing with us on this process. I know this is not a fun thing to sort through and figure out. And I just want to mention that for everybody too, just because I want to make this useful for everyone. First thing to check is actually the student's activity log. And in this case, Iris is saying it does actually say
Mhm.
that it was sent. So that would
Yep.
be the key first thing to look at is, are we talking about something that didn't send when from XP's end when it was expected? which would mean there might be an automation hang up, or does it actually say that it was sent? Okay. All
Mhm.
right.
And just a final note while we're
Yeah.
at it, I'm just curious, in the admin page, there's the menu that's called inbox.
Uh-huh.
And when I go to inbox, I see just the people who have made some comments in the forum.
Uh-huh.
And there is a message here on the top that says rent a two-way SMS number for just $99. Just curious, why is it here?
Because this is actually where, if you do go ahead and do that, if you rent the two-way number, this is where the responses will go
Ah, okay.
into your inbox. And if you wanted to, you could have a conversation back and forth
Ah,
on
okay.
your phone.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. This is definitely sounding like something we need to look deeper. Again, thanks for bearing with me on that, Iris. I'm just thinking how's the most effective way to do this. Can you drop an email to support? I know you've already sent,
Mhm.
but can you send me like the latest example?
Yeah.
When we troubleshoot this a level deeper, we have to go through our carrier Telnix, and they have really strict standards. Like they won't take anything that's more than
Mhm.
48 hours old. So
Oh.
yeah, so we will need to get, if you can
I'll
send me
send
just
one.
like two examples of
Mhm.
like the automation, the student that it said sent to,
Mhm.
and the phone number, I can look that up, but the phone number of that student.
Okay.
And if you can get the carrier, the T-Mobile or Verizon or whoever the carrier is for.
In my case, it's just a voice over IP number. It's a VoIP. It's Magic Jack.
Okay.
But I have also a US number.
Well,
So
we just need the carrier of whoever operates the system that the text message did not
I'll
go
give you the two different examples because pretty much all the students, and there's about 18 of them. So none of the students received the SMS.
Okay. We'll just need, what we'll need to report to our
Mhm.
third party provider is the number, the date and time, which I can get that, or you
Mhm.
can get that from the activity log, the number
Mhm.
that it should have gone to, and whether that was like Verizon, T-Mobile, whoever it was that should have sent it.
Okay. And should I just reply to the last email you sent, which is support from
Yes.
support
Perfect.
Experienceify? Just reply to that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I'm just getting all of that. So the student email, the phone number, the carrier, the date and time of when it should have been sent. That'll be
Mhm.
perfect. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Iris. Appreciate it. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So let me see if I remember. Gyosha?
Gosha?
Gyosha. Okay. Tell me how you are. What's going on?
Okay, so I got the lifetime Experienceify long time ago, over probably about 1 year ago, and I haven't done nothing yet. The first thing which will be ready now, is nearly ready, is my from Monday offer is made for you expiring mini course. And yes, this is made by Marina. And I will have also soon all the materials for my EPM course from last year. So I will start to use the platform eventually, because it's like for nothing, and it has got such a big potential. However, I'm very bad with all those things. And for example, I wanted to change today my credentials. As I understand, I need to supply to Marina my credentials for her to be able to connect with my Zoom and whatever. Yes, so I wanted to change, because my passwords I use them in different places. So Marina said that I have to change the password, so it's different than my passwords for bank or whatever. But when I wanted to try to change today my password, they said we send you an email with password reset, but I didn't get it.
Okay,
Okay.
we can solve this. I'm not gonna be able to solve this for you right here, but I can tell you exactly what to do to solve it. So first,
Okay.
just to make sure I understand, you're trying to change the password for your course creator account in Experientify.
No, I
No.
think for Experientify. I don't know. This is what I don't understand. What I have to change. But I thought that I have to change my password for Experientify. I
Right.
don't know.
Let me make sure I understand that. So you have a course creator account in Experientify, which is where you will build your courses, right? And that's what you want to change the password for. Is that right?
I think so. This is what I don't understand, Rachel, because Marina did not explain it to me well. She said that I need to provide my credential also. So I believe that this is about Experientify, maybe Go Plus. I'm
Got
not
it.
sure.
Okay. So that's the question that we need to know first before we can tell you how to change it. So what I'll need you to do is go ahead and check with Marina and say, I'm not clear on what password you need or what you need changed.
I asked already, so I thought I will change it better, but I can't do it. Yes, Marina, obviously she does not have time all the time to write to me, and we might have tomorrow meeting, but I would like to submit today the credentials so she can combine everything before our meeting tomorrow.
Okay,
But
so I can
yes,
help you if I
yes.
know what you're trying to change, but right now we're not sure what you're
Okay, so
trying to change.
Rachel, if I forgot my password for
Mhm.
Experientify, I can't change. I can't
So that we
access.
can do. That we can
Yes,
do.
so
If you want to
I would
change
like to do that.
your password for XP, you can
Mhm.
write to the support desk at support@experientify.com
Okay,
and say, I need to reset my password.
all right. So this is not so straightforward. It's always better to write to them.
In this case, go ahead and write to the support desk.
Okay, so I might do differently. First, oh no, I will do this way because I don't want to give my password. Okay, so this is good. And if I wanted to change my password for Go Plus, it should be
Then
this.
you will write to support@useGoPlus.
All right. Okay. So also to write to them. So this is good. And I have one question more to start to work with the platform. I started to like trial some months ago to do my course by myself, how like more practical course, fermenting food for fermented food for teaching people how to ferment food, the basic steps. But I'm really very poor with this platform. Where I should learn the best how to do things?
Okay,
Where is
perfect.
the place?
Great question. That's a great question. I'm going to pause there for just a moment and I'm going to hop over to Cheryl and hear what she wants to chat about. And it's quite possible that these will combine and then we'll hop in and look at stuff.
And
Thanks for
last
that,
question,
Josha.
if I can ask,
Let's hold
can
for just a minute. Let's just hold that much for now and we'll go from here and then we'll add more as we have time.
hey,
All right. How's it going, Cheryl?
It's going okay, thank you.
Good. Good to see you.
All right. Yeah, I think there's a similarity, and you're right. A brief overview of what I'm trying to upload into Experientify. It is a total length of about 60 minutes. It is an MP4. There is an introduction, and then there are 5 modules underneath that title. And I've
Okay, let me
got
pause
it.
you. I'm gonna just pause you right here.
Sure.
Okay, because we're talking about two different things already. We're
Okay.
talking about an MP4, which is a type of file. And
Yes.
then we're talking about course structure. So let's just pause
Okay.
and like kind of reset for a second. What are you, can you give me like the bottom line question without any background? And then I'll get,
Yes.
doesn't make sense?
Yes. I'm into the modules in training to upload the course from my computer to Experienceify.
Okay.
I don't have it as one long MP it's a PowerPoint with audio overlay. And now on my screen, it says module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure that it should not be just one long one with each of the trainings inside. I'm confused on what
Got it.
modules and trainings are.
Got it. Yeah. That totally makes sense. All right. So this is a question about kind of like conceptually putting together the structure of the course and what it should look like, what it could look like, and how best to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it has quizzes, and it also has workbooks that go with each of those 5 little modules inside the whole training. Whole
Okay.
thing, 1 hour long.
So here's the bottom line. You can do it either way. I'm going to give you my recommendation and I'll show you how when we hop in and I demo and also look at Gosha's question. But the bottom line is you're just asking if you should have one module with 5 trainings or 5 modules with 1 training each. And that's a great question, and you can completely do it either way. I'm going to suggest 1 module with 5 trainings for what you're doing. Does that feel good? Feel easy?
It actually feels better because I was getting stuck with the quizzes and I was getting stuck with trying to upload the PDFs, and I right now I'm stuck because I'm confused.
Let's get you unstuck. Yeah. This is totally doable, and I can totally understand why you're running into that. Okay. All right. So just to hop back to Gyosha, I always want to make sure I get it right.
Yes.
Gosha. You're just looking for like how to get started in building the course. Is that right? Or kind of like what to think about? What do I do? Is that what's happening?
If I wanted to do it today by myself, yes, because I understand a little bit when I observed sometimes what people do. But for example, if I wanted to do some workshop only, not a course, I would like to understand the platform more, how to operate it. But I have one very short question more before we go there. Can I be only with you without being with GoDaddy? Because I have email from GoDaddy and some website with GoDaddy. Now I will have website in Go Plus. So can I think about stopping being with GoDaddy next year, or I still will need to be with GoDaddy and with you, or can I manage everything just with you because it's too much for me?
One thing that you will need, that you do need now, is an email inbox that is hosted on a domain that you own.
So I need GoDaddy. I need
to be
GoDaddy.
somewhere. Yeah, GoDaddy is a place that could be. Yeah.
Because this can't be my private email. No, it's about like something what is connected to Nutrition by Gosh. Yes, not just my private email, because I have
You can use any email you like, yeah, but you need an email on a domain that you own, which could be hosted at GoDaddy.
Okay, but if I wanted to stop being with GoDaddy from next year, not to pay the additional money because I don't use this website nearly at all, and if I will start to be with you, if I will have my small website on Go Plus, because I will have, I'm now on the course where we will make it.
You're still going to need a domain that you own. I'm going to suggest that we not go into this question right now because this is not an Experienceify question, and it's also going to take us down technical roads that are not where you're at right at the moment. So I'm going to suggest that we just focus on the platform and look at how to build. Does that work?
Yes, of
Okay.
course. Thank you.
Awesome.
Rachel,
Yeah.
just to follow up on what she said, because that was interesting, is my Gmail that's assigned to my course the platform that is acceptable?
That is a fantastic question. And the reason this is important is because email standards have changed significantly over the past year. In the past, a Gmail account has worked, and you now really need to have an email that is on a domain you own.
Okay, that's a good, I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's a good
it's
point. So thank you.
Yes,
totally.
which
I'm
means
glad you
I need
asked
to,
because a lot of
yeah,
people are running into that. Yeah.
which means I need to have my GoDaddy because this is only the
Yes,
domain
you
which
need to have it
which
somewhere. Yeah, like
nutrition,
GoDaddy.
my Nutrition by Gosh. So if I want to have my name Nutrition by Gosh, I need to pay at least for email, and I can have website with you. Now I understand it. Website with Go Plus, and then email with GoDaddy.
That will work. That will work.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Now I understand it.
Awesome. Awesome. I know there are a lot of pieces to this, and it's not easy, especially with the different pieces and the fact that things are
Yeah.
changing. And like Gmail used to work and now it doesn't. And, that's what it is. So here we are. All right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do like a quick look at here's kind of where to start and how to think about a course and how to build. And then we'll go right into like uploading the modules and trainings and kind of how to get your head around all of that. Iris, anything else in this territory that we should look at while we are just digging into setting up a course and getting
I'm all
going?
good.
Good. Okay. So let's start with just big picture. When I log into my course creator account, which is different than my EPM account. If I'm seeing my EPM dashboard, it's not where I want to be. I've got to log out of that and log into my course creator account. And that is going to look like this. It's going to have all of this on the left-hand side, lots of different places in my account that I could go. And it's going to say My Courses here because I happen to be in the My Courses tab. And it's going to have a list of all of my courses that I have created so far, whether I have launched them or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I log in, I see all this. And if I'm going to build a new course, I'm going to start with clicking Add a New Course. And to demo this, I'm going to go ahead and use a blank course. We do have templates that have sections pre-set up for you, but I'm going to go with a blank course because that's going to be actually simpler to look at. And Cheryl, this might be why it partly got confusing for you if you used a template that wasn't exactly what you needed. So let's just look at how to do it for yourself if we set up a blank course. And I'm going to click New Blank Course. It's going to give me a little celebration.
Okay.
And the first thing that it's going to show is New Blank Course with today's date as a default. Right now, this course is unpublished, so I would need to publish it before I used it. But now I've got this course in my courses section. So anytime I needed to edit it, I would go to courses and I would find my new course.
Mm-hmm.
And to do anything in this course, I'm going to click on it to open it up. Once I click on it to open it up, here's what I'm going to see. I'm going to see the title of it, which of course I'm going to change right now because that's not a helpful title. And then I'm going to see steps 1 through 6. And Gosha, this is the answer to your question of kind of how to think about it and move through a course is you're going to move through the 6 steps here, which basically involve putting in some basic information, uploading the actual content like the videos and the worksheets and the notebooks, and putting in actions, designing the pages, which means making the actual page that your students see have like the colors you want and look the way you want it to look. Setting up automations, which are things like when it automatically sends them an email when they first log in. And then celebrations, which are the fun, animations that appear on the screen. So the big overview is that you're going to go through each of these steps, and there are help docs and tutorials to guide you through the different pieces of each step. But you're going to go through all of these steps, and once you've done all of that, you're going to go up here to where it says unpublished, and you're going to click publish course. I'm going to go ahead and do that now just to show you. It's not going to suddenly be available to the world. It just means that you could make it available to the world now. So now I have a course that when I'm ready, I could put it out there and sell. Nobody's going to see it yet. So
Can I ask, where do you have the link? If you wanted to publish it, to give it to me now, where you can find the link to give me?
Important
All
links
right.
and resources.
All right, this is here. All
Open
right.
that. And I'm going to see a link for my order form. This is how students will join my course.
Okay.
Cool. So that's our overview. I'm not going to go into steps 1 and 2 right now, partly because it's pretty straightforward for the most part. Well, I'll give it a name. What do we want to call our course? This is our office hours course. Okay. So I've given it a name. I'm going to change my URL here to be something nicer than a random string of characters. And I'm going to go ahead from here and jump into looking at setting up content, because this is where Cheryl's at, and this is one of the most important pieces to get your head around. So in step 3 is where you're going to actually upload your videos, your worksheets, you're going to add your training actions. So to do that, we're going to click to open step 3. And by default, in this blank course, there is just one module right now. And if I clicked to open this module up, it has 5 trainings in it.
All right.
Cheryl, that's what yours is going to want to look like, right? I'll show you how to rearrange that pretty easily. I'm just going to show you real quick that if for whatever reason you wanted more than one module, we would just click add new module. I'm going to call this module 2 and save it. And once I'm ready to put trainings in there, I will just click to open it up, and I will add my first training module in there. And this is called, I'm calling this one training 6, since our first module already has 5, okay? So I'm going to save that. And now I'm not going to do any of that yet. Now I've got 2 modules with trainings inside each one. And what Cheryl has right now is she's actually got 5 modules, with a training inside each module. And that's probably just not, it's not a big deal, but I think it'll be a little simpler. So in a second, I'm going to go in and edit these trainings. But first, I want to just show you what you can do, Cheryl. Let's say you're going to put everything in module 1, because that'll be simplest. I'm going to go into module 2, and I'm going to open it up. And here's my training. And if I go over here to this menu, I can move this training somewhere else. So I'm going to click move to a module in this course. And just note, I could put it in an entirely different course if I wanted to, but I'm just going to move it. the destination course is our office hours course, and the destination module is getting started. That was my module 1's name. And there we go.
Okay.
See how that works, Cheryl? And how you're going to move all 5 into here?
Yes. So now because training 6 is actually my training 1,
Mm-hmm.
do I just subsequently delete 1 through 5 on here?
So there's all kinds of ways we could do this. We can go like that,
Okay.
and we
Okay.
could change the title to training 1
Okay.
and save it.
Okay.
That
So
make
the
sense?
ones, okay, so when I move, my module 1 getting started is my introduction to my course content, or no?
Let me pause you right there.
Okay.
When you say my module 1 is my introduction, are you actually talking about your training 1?
Okay, this is
Well, I
where
think
I'm
I know what's
confused.
happening. You have a pre-module, basically. You have like a pre-training. No problem.
Yes.
No problem. Okay.
Okay. So does that go into where it says module 1 getting started? Or
Great
would that be
question.
training 1 introduction?
Great question. The answer is you could do it either way. And to make this as simple as possible, let me just make sure I understand. You've got a short video that kind of gives a preview, gives a, whatever. Okay. And then you've got your video that actually gives the first bit of content. So there's plenty of ways you could set this up. I'm going to suggest that it all goes in one module. And the first one is the intro. That's quite common. And the second one starts the real content and so on. Does that work for you?
Yes, I've been spinning for a few days. So
Let's not do that.
I want to launch. I know what I want to do, and now
Yeah.
I can move to the next step, and then I'll see you next week for the next one.
Okay, cool. Do you want to just go and do that on your own, or do you want me to continue with looking at uploading the trainings or adding the actions?
Actually, the quiz, which should the next thing I'm facing is when before you can go from training 1 to training 2, you have to do a small quiz.
No problem.
And that's where I've uploaded, or I mean, I've entered in the quiz in the action, right?
Mhm.
But I think what I need to do, Rachel, is just do the first thing before
Okay.
I start to try to do the next thing, which is to tie the modules together. So you have to do the quiz before you can go to 2, or you go back to 1 and try it again.
So yeah, you can absolutely take this and work on it. If you'd like, I can give you the overview and the toggle you're going to switch on to make all that happen, because it's actually really simple.
I'm here and I'm open for that.
Come on
I don't
now,
want to
wanna do
hog
that?
your time, but honestly, please.
I think this is probably a good next use of the time, because this is kind of a key foundational thing to get. So to make sure I understand, Cheryl, you just want everybody to go through the trainings in order, standard. You want them to not be able to unlock the next training until they have successfully completed each training. So this
Yes.
super common setup.
Yeah.
We've got a format to do exactly this.
Right.
The format is called binge mode.
Okay.
And in a moment, we're going to toggle it on, and it means what it sounds like. It's set up so they could binge, meaning they could just go boom, 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 and go through each one, but only after they've completed it.
Right. Exactly what I want. It's not hard, but it means they had to pay attention or go back to a slide. And every slide that they're going to see, there's no more than 13 per
Sorry,
training.
I'm having an earthquake right here, and I'm just like
Oh my
having a moment.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh. and it's a strong one, and I'm on the 25th floor, which kind of like, feels like stuff. So I'm just gonna pause for a second and see if this passes. The lamps are swinging and all of that.
Oh my God, Rachel, if you need to go, I'm sure we
Yeah.
can all,
I know you'll be fine, but like,
Yeah.
okay, let's see
Go
if it's
check out. Go
Yeah.
check out if everything is okay or if you need to leave.
I think, let's see, I think it may have stopped now. Okay.
Well, you're not feeling
take
very
a
comfortable.
moment.
Yeah, we're
Take a
okay.
moment and go check. Just
Yeah.
take a moment and go check, see if maybe you need to ask some administrator or something if they're evacuating people.
No, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm just like kind of like waiting to see that it's stabilizing. This is like the second or third one.
You don't know what happens in an earthquake is you leave, you find a safe space because you never know if there's a second
One coming.
wake coming.
Yeah.
That's
I appreciate it.
protocol.
I appreciate it. Yep.
Rachel,
I
can I ask, where are
experienced-
you? Where are you? In Australia, in New Zealand, somewhere there?
I
or
am in Santiago, Chile.
All right.
Yep.
Rachel,
I know
honestly,
you guys
I
are
think
good. I know. I appreciate it. Totally get it. If I need to leave, I will be out of here and you won't even like, I won't even
Okay.
say goodbye. But
Okay.
we're still now, so I'm just kind of like making sure that's happening.
Well, just to share, I experienced a big earthquake. It was a 6.1, I think, on a Richter scale. And it lasted for 30 seconds.
Oh,
It was the
scary.
scariest thing in my life. I had PTSD for like 2, 3 years straight. A car would pass by and I would feel like the earth shaking and
Yeah.
that dreadful feeling inside of like, oh my God, is this it?
Yeah.
So, but the first thing you do the moment that there's an earthquake is you always leave because you don't know if the second one is coming. This could be like a first
All right. I'll just
first
check and
thing.
look outside, see what's happening.
Yeah.
Iris, where did you have this? Can I ask, where did you have this earthquake?
Yeah, in Albania, in my
All right.
country, because I spent a lot of time there as well. I lived between New York and Tirana.
Mhm.
And so when I was there was a few years, there was a lot of earthquakes that were happening.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody's evacuating and we're good now. So yeah, it's wild. I lived in LA for a lot of my life, so I thought I was like, yeah, earthquakes, whatever. It hits different in a foreign country for me. I've been traveling fun. There's something about like not, I don't know, and
Yeah.
it's maybe being on a high floor too is also like a different experience.
Yeah, you're braver than I do, and I'm good up to floor 4, and after that,
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite, but like, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all for supporting me through that. All is still now, so I think we are
All
good
right.
to continue. Where were we? We were talking about binge mode and
mode.
turning on automatic release of trainings. So the way this works is your trainings, when you set them up, are going to be set to either a future release date or to a status called leave locked. They're not going to be set to immediately, because if they're set to immediately, they're available immediately, and that's not what you want. So we want them set to somewhere in the future, or we want them on leave locked. Let's keep this as simple as possible for you, Cheryl. And I'm going to suggest we do them leave locked. Quite likely you'll want your first training available as soon as they log in. You probably, because you don't need anything to happen there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this first one to immediately. And then I'm going to set the future ones to leave locked. So I'll just set this real quick.
Okay.
You can see, I won't go ahead and set them all. So we would do that for all of the trainings. And once I am ready to turn on binge mode, and I've already got my quizzes set up, and they have to obviously have the answer before they can click done and move on. And once they have done that, once they've checked off all of their XPs, remember that determines what completed a training means. Completed a training is always defined as all XPs have been checked off. And what we want is that as soon as they have completed the training, they will be able to move into the next. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to course settings here. So just to show you that again, we have our steps 1 through 6 that we've been looking at. And underneath important links and resources, then we have course settings. And I'm going to open up this toggle here for course settings. And I'm going to see binge mode.
All right.
And there's a description right here. Anytime a student completes a training, becomes immediately available. And this is important, overriding any configuration. Again, if it was already immediately available, there's nothing to happen because it's already available. So we want to make sure you've set it up to either unlock in the future or set it to leave locked. There's one more important thing to see about this. As soon as I toggle it on, yes, it's going to give me a second option, which is should binge mode unlock, quote, locked content? Yes, because that's what we're doing for your course here, Cheryl. Oh, good. Welcome, Emma. This is exactly what you wanted. Fantastic. And can you show us how to? Yeah, let's go through all of the binge mode setup. So just notice that there's 2 different options here, and I'm just putting this in your mind to remember that when you want to get fancy down the road, don't worry about this right now. You can have very customized pathways where it does this if that, and that if that, but that for different people and yada yada. But let's keep this simple. You want binge mode on, and yes, you want binge mode to unlock your locked content. So what that means is training 1 is entered, training 1 is completed, immediately training 2 unlocks, and so on and so on. Is binge mode making sense?
Oh, you are today at this moment in time, Rachel, you are my most favorite person.
Aw, I'm so happy to hear that. Right.
I was in EPM and the time has gone by. I'm playing in the sandbox and I've been struggling and procrastinating because I just don't get it. And then I get frustrated, then I walk away, and then I get more enthusiasm. So today you have moved me over a major hurdle, and for that I am very grateful. So thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. And good for you for keeping to come back and continuing to find the enthusiasm and show up and try again. And I think we all know that cycle. Does anybody here not know that cycle of like, fuck it, forget it, give up, come back? I think I'm only gonna speak for myself. All right, Emma wants to do different pathways. Yeah. Emma, why don't I give you kind of the overview of that as far as how binge mode fits in? And I want to kind of circle back and make sure with Gyosha and Cheryl that it sounds like the overview is landing, but we're wanting to just kind of get heads around like basics and how the hell does this all work kind of questions.
Rachel, is it easy to mess up? So if you have something and then you press something wrong, is it possible to give it back, or once you mess up, you have to start from the start?
That's a great question. The major mess up potential places have very big warnings built into them, is the answer. You'll see things like a big red message popping up saying, stop, are you really, really, really sure you want to do that? Okay. Or like it'll make you do something like if I were to try to delete this course right now it would make me like type in the exact name of the course and confirm, yes, I'm really sure I want to delete this course. So there are things like that built in. Now, if you delete a training, you've deleted it. That you could do. So don't, I mean, I would say as a general response to that, don't delete a training. It'll probably still do the same thing. I think it'll probably give me a warning message, but if you delete something, you delete it. So pause before deleting is the best rule here. And other than that, you should be good. Okay, so Emma was asking, and I referenced you can do all kinds of fancy things with binge mode, including different pathways, different setups for different students. And one potential way to set up very customized pathways is that you'll notice that we have, and if your head is overloaded, you can just kind of tune out for a minute now. I'm going to talk to Emma's question, but this is not something you need to worry about if you are feeling overloaded. So we have two different settings here within binge mode. And basically it looks like there's binge mode overall, and then there's a sub question of should binge mode unlock locked content or should it not? And I could turn this one on or off. The reason that's there is that I might have some kind of course set up where I want to, I want to have students be able to unlock things like we've been talking about sequentially as soon as they finish the last one. But then I also have some special content that I don't want to be available in that sequence. Maybe this training over here should only be available on this date, or it should only be available when they've, I don't know, reached VIP status, whatever, whatever special conditions you have. So what I could do is I could, instead of using the leave locked scenario, I would set these to a future date. And if I want to, I could just set it at, 10 years in the future if I don't want anyone to be able to get it now. And then the special trainings that I don't want to fall into that sequence of getting unlocked right away, I would put those ones to leave locked. So let me show you what that would look like. This training is going to be available just on some future date. But again, I could put it way in the future. And this training is going to be leave locked. What I could do is not have binge mode unlock locked content. That means it's only going to unlock future date-based content. So when the student finishes training 1, they can automatically go to training 2. I can do that as many times as I want. But if it hits a leave locked one, that's not going to work because I told it not to. The way I'm going to open my leave locked content is going to be with an automation in step 5. And I will set up something in step 5 that says, when this thing happens, open training 3. This thing could be a trigger like a certain date. So I could say when February 28th happens, open this training. I could say when the student gets this tag, open this training, and so on.
Rachel, one question on this. So if the binge mode below, you are not toggling on the second toggle, then if you want to keep the binge mode for the first 5 trainings, for example, but you toggle that off, that means that it won't be on binge mode?
I'm so sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. So what you just showed right now kind of confused me a little bit on the binge mode. So as I understand it, you set up the trainings, leave locked, and then in the settings, you turn on binge mode, and then you turn on the second toggle. And that would mean that everything is locked until the student completes one training, then the next training opens up. Yes?
I think yes, and I just want to like make sure the language you're using makes sense because you said everything is locked, but I just want to clarify that we're talking about everything being locked because it's a future date-based release, not locked because it's on the setting called locked. Right?
Yes. So, okay, good. So let me simplify. Let's say I have 5 trainings in total.
Uh-huh.
4 I want on binge mode, and 1 I want them when they reach VIP, which means they receive, X amount of points.
Perfect. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So to have these 4 on binge mode while having a 5th or a 6th on not on binge mode, meaning like not on a future date, but when they actually achieve something. So if I'm leaving that locked as well, the 5th one is again receiving the same leave locked, right?
So, yeah, let me give a visual to make sure we're talking clearly about the same things here. So let's pretend I set these for dates way in the future, because I just want them to actually function. I want them to actually release when the next training is completed. Okay, so here's what I have right now. I'm just going to delete this one for clarity. Here's what I've got set up. I'm going to turn on binge mode, but I'm going to toggle off binge mode should unlock locked content. So I'm a student and I enter this course today. And obviously this is available for me immediately. As soon as I finish it, the next one is available because I have binge mode on. As soon as I finish that, the next one is available. And then the next one is available. But when I finish this one, this is not available because I did not toggle on leave locked. All right.
Mm-hmm. So now one thing confuses me. If you set a future date and binge mode is on,
Mm-hmm.
and if the student enters today and completes the first training, it will automatically open the second training, even though it's for a future date and today is not that day.
If binge mode is on, the function of binge mode is to override this setting. That's what binge mode does. Yeah.
Okay.
Binge mode overrides whatever settings you tell it to override. We told it not to override this one
Okay, got it.
because we said, don't do
Yes,
that.
yes.
But you're
Okay.
exactly right. Yeah, binge mode's job is to override what is here. Again,
Okay,
just
got
to
it.
remember, if it was set it immediately, there would be nothing to happen. It's already open, but it's a future date. So it's going to override.
Okay, and one final question. What happens if the first training you leave locked and you tell it binge mode to override locked content?
There's no way for students to get into it.
Okay. So the first one always has to be unlocked immediately.
Well, you need some way for the students to get there. You could set up an
Mhm.
automation to unlock it at a certain time, but they need
Okay.
some way to access it. Yeah.
got
Commonly,
it.
first one would be available because realistically, you want people to get started.
Yes. Okay.
Before I check if there's more questions about this, and I imagine there might be, I almost forgot like the most important disclaimer that I usually do when I start talking about this. As you can see, this gets complex. As you can imagine, if you're trying to figure out after the fact what happened, if something didn't go as expected, it's also going to be complex. Please make your life easy. Do not modify these while you have students going through a course. You will make your life very, very complicated, and support isn't going to have the answers for you either because we can't see what happened in time.
I concur. I experienced it.
Hey,
So
Rachel,
Rachel, is the best to use not the templates, only what you just showed, the clean page, whatever we call. Yes, not the templates, only what you just showed us.
Can you clarify the question for me?
Yes, because you said at the start that we have many templates available, but you are not showing a template, only you are starting a like clean course. So this is better option. Instead, it seems to be easier to use a template, but what you said is better to choose. How do we call this version which you showed us?
Just a blank course. And the reason I'm using a blank course is because I'm teaching you how to do it. And if I jumped into a template course, all of this would already be set up. But I want to actually show you how to set it up. So you can absolutely use a template course if there's one that fits for your particular use case. But if you're trying to use something that doesn't fit for you, which is what happened to Cheryl, then that's not going to be helpful.
Yes, it looks nice and simple and logical for making by yourself, and I think this is better. I really like what you showed us, how to simply make the simple course, and then it can be always adjusted and made more difficult and more complicated when we have it just done.
Exactly. Yeah. I would agree with that, generally speaking, if you're getting started and building a first course. The goal is for this to be as easy and simple as possible. It's a platform that has loads of things to do, which means there's a lot, but it is set up to be as clear as it can be. So I would say yes, if you're just kind of trying to find your way through understanding where things are, it's probably cleaner and simpler to just start with a blank and make it simple. Like you don't need to get complicated. That's the thing until you get there. Like there's already like so much built into this already as far as motivating students to take the next step. Just with the
Yes, the last thing, we have 2 minutes. Where do we change this not signs only, this rings for getting points? Where do we set up for what we like?
change what?
When you get points, you can get different sounds. Where do we set them up?
Okay. That one is a quick answer, and I'm also seeing Emma's question
All right,
about
okay.
having a membership, and I would like to change all the trainings. So how can I change it to be pathways so it doesn't affect students? All right, so Emma's asking about changing things midstream, and there's not a simple, like Emma, the truth is like this much customization is built on complex logic. And if you go into a thing in the middle and like break it and change it, there's just logically no possible way to make that not affect things in ways that are it's going to affect the students already there because that's the way the logic works. We can't really do anything. Hey, good to see you.
Hi, sorry.
What I would suggest in this case, you might duplicate the course, and then you can start from there and play with things and test and reset. And when you're ready, either just transfer students over or figure out what you want to do. But I would definitely not go into an active membership and start messing with binge mode things. That's honestly, that's going to get super confusing, and we don't want that for you.
Thank you. Can I just ask real quick, when you say move members over, move students over, will that still all be linked in the finance side?
Great
Or will it screw
question.
that
Great
up?
question. I'm gonna real quick show Kyosha where to change sound effects, and then I'll give you the overview answer to what's kind of a nuanced question, but I can give you an overview. So Gyosha, again, inside our course, we've got steps 1 through 6, and then down
yes.
at the bottom, we have course settings, and the first one is sound effects.
Okay, thank
So
you.
we can set that up real easily, whatever you like. And Emma, this is a great question about, you said, will it change the finances? Meaning, will it change like their payment, like their automatic monthly payment, right? Let me know, Emma, if that's, yeah. So great question. And the answer here is that when you use Experientify's order form to create when you use Experientify's order form to sign up a student, and it's a subscription-based course, XP will automatically create a subscription in Stripe for your student. Once that subscription is created, thank you, Gyosha. Take care. I'll see you next week if you want to hop in again. Once that subscription is created in Stripe, the only way it would be changed from the student side is if they go to their student profile, which is going to be up here, and they click cancel subscription. That will automatically cancel their subscription in Stripe. It'll be in there if they have a subscription set up. Other than that, you doing a change in XP doesn't affect what's happening in Stripe. If you're charging them $30 a month, it's going to continue charging $30 a month until you tell it to stop. The main difference in the scenario you're talking about, if we took all of your membership students and we moved them from course A to course B because you've set up course B the way you like it, the important thing to know is that number one, they would not have points that they had earned in course A. You can get around that. You know what you could do? There's all kinds of ways to do that. Maybe if they've completed everything, they could check off an action when they enter course B that automatically gives them 130 points because they're an alumni coming in. So if the number is the thing, you know. But yeah, the points, if you move them from one course, they won't keep the points. Just keep that in mind. The other thing is that if you move them manually into a course, that means they didn't enter that course through the XP order form, which means they won't see the option up here to automatically cancel their own subscription. That means you just need to have another pathway available. Let them know. If you want to cancel your monthly membership, just email the team and we will cancel it for you.
Is there a way? I know that you can move move modules or trainings or both from one course to another?
You absolutely can.
So I could set it all up in, so I've got membership A, for example. I could set up membership B, get that as good as I want it, and then I could just move the elements of B across to A.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
The thing that won't transfer is the actual student, a single student's progress won't move over, but all of the content of the course that you've created, including the actions and everything you've set up, you could move that just by duplicating the course.
But
Rachel, I think Emma, if I could clarify what you asked, because I'm listening, I think it was completely opposite. A is your original course,
yes,
and B is your modified course.
Yes.
You would go content from A to B, not B to A. Is that right, Rachel?
You would move the content whatever direction you want to move, but tell me if there's like a last question about this, Emma, real quick.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to clarify. So membership A is the one that I have. Membership B would be the new one that I would get perfect. And then I would just move across the elements to membership A. And in theory, they won't lose their points because they're already in membership A. Is that right?
So if you move students from one course to another, they will not bring points.
Not students.
Oh, you want to set something up. Now I'm tracking with you. You want to create. The thing is though, Emma, the piece that we're talking about here that is the gear moving piece is actually automations, not course content. And this is where like that needs to be set up wherever you want the automation to run.
Right. So I couldn't really set up a new membership and kind of move that across because I would just have to tell them, this is going to be amazing. You're going to have to bear with me. There might be some glitches.
That
like-
is a totally viable option and totally,
Just
totally
do
cool. Yeah. It's just like having that kind of in your mind and in your expectations and
Yeah.
you know, for your students exactly, so that they know it's no big deal. There is a help doc in the help center called Troubleshooting Automations, and there's a video tutorial on that. And one of the things that tutorial will do is show you how to take care of anything that didn't work right. If
Okay.
something should have unlocked and the student's like, help, I can't see my content, it'll show you what to do if they didn't
Okay.
get an email. So you can fix it all. And you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Like none of this, we're rocking like a funny balance here because we care so much about all of this. And we're like, oh my gosh, it needs to be. And with good reason, but also it's all okay. So
Yeah.
if you're good with like working with that, your students will be too. And yeah, you can do it.
Okay. Thank you so much. I look forward to the recording of this so I can catch the beginning. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Great questions.
Oh,
We
thank
want
you, Rachel.
all of
It's yes.
all of our support.
So where do we see this recording somewhere or no?
Absolutely. Yeah. You go to your help center, which is down here, and you search for office hours. Click on
Okay,
it and search for office hours. and
perfect.
We'll get all of the recordings.
You're awesome, and
Thank
hopefully you be
you.
safe. We'll see you next week.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Take great
Okay.
care.
Bye.